How's it going, everybody? This is DJ PD1 here, and welcome back to once again to Princess Evangile. Now, last time, guys, believe it or not, we won the lottery. Woohoo! We're gonna be a millionaire, man. I'm gonna be on Shark Tank and everything. Alright, now, we last left off. I think the loan sharks are really getting on to us. I think they tried messing with my girl back there. So anyway, let's continue where we left off. Alright, the bank was already closed, so I couldn't cash a ticket in. Well, God knows what time it is at night, so, I mean, banks usually close around mid-afternoon, something like, I don't know. It's somewhere around there. So I guess it just depends where you live. Well, I'll do it tomorrow. There was no real rush. It was probably strange that I had rushed off like that earlier. This is the first time I've ever wanted to thank my old man. Well, you know what? He's like, oh, that lottery ticket useless, I forgot. That could have been his money, but you know what? It's our money now, so I'm gonna be sitting on like a huge money empire, and he's gonna be down the dumps and be like, hey, can you lend me some money? I'm like, no, you left me, old man. I held the lottery ticket firmly in my hand, just to make sure it wouldn't go flying somewhere. Hey, I would too, man. I would too. The night before, my entire future seemed black with no prospects at all. Now it was shining, all thanks to one little ticket. I can pay back the debt and cut ties with the mafia once and for all. Then I could go to school. I could drop at least one of my jobs. I could make 100 friends, heck yeah. And then maybe I can get back in contact with her. Yes, my mother. My childhood friend, who I haven't seen nor heard from since I graduated from my last school. Really? Really? I can't. Wow, guys. It would help if I knew Etsutsa Exuria School. I'm just gonna call it fancy school. Or average school. I graduated from average school. I returned to the restaurant with a spring in my step. As I did, an unbelievable sight greeted my eyes. What? The goons. What are they doing to her eyes? Don't make me dragon fist you. There was a scream. I have to get there in time. Oh, is this... Ah! There was a sound of a bone cracking. Holy crap, I took it hard to the face. That punch was brutal. I'm about to feel pain like none I've ever felt before. I wonder if I can take it. That's what Rise was thinking, but then... there was no pain at all. Hesitantly, Rise opened her eye. Hesitantly. It was one of those filthy mafia men standing in front of her. It was him. Masaya? Ow. 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 My face. Ow. Ow. Oh my gosh. What is that guy wearing on his finger? How many rings does he need? That hurts. What is it made out of? Freaking pure gold? I throw myself recklessly into the conflict, but it seemed like I had made it in time. Are you okay? Yes. He just managed to avoid anything vital, so I wasn't as badly hurt as I could have been. Okay, so I didn't crack my skull. I don't know. Damn you. Oh, there's the boss and the goon. I guess he was. I could have swore he had rings on. The two goons faced me again. The restaurant was in a panic. I quickly looked around for the waiter. He was using the phone, calling the police, I bet. Yeah, I wouldn't. I guarantee it. That would settle that, at least. Or so might had set in another situation. But right now, I couldn't let that be the end of it. How dare you try to hurt Rise? Do you want to duel? I didn't usually get this angry. The better part of my nature was always told me to lay off. Well, why can't you just go Yu-Gi-Oh! And transform and then say, it's time to duel, goons? I ignored it now and advanced upon the two goons. Masaya-san? I felt her grab my hand. I turned back to her to see her there, pale-faced and shaking her head. The tension drained out of my body. You'd better not show your face in here again. Or, what's that now? The henchman sniffed derisively? Derisively? I think that's how I said it. When you borrow something, you ought to pay it back. Your daddy never taught you that, huh? Well, my daddy never paid back in general, so... Well, actually, he never did. See? I know that, and right now, Well, forget about it. Out of the way, you. He shoved me roughly. I got business with that woman there. Hey, I told you to move it. The easy, angered henchman's eyes widened as he grabbed at my collar. My body reacted before I could think. I dropped down suddenly. Huh? Because he was holding me into such... I ended up pulling him down with me. I rolled over once, then quickly kicked him off me. The henchman went flying. Aww. He flew over the restaurant fence, tracing an arch in the air before crashing to the ground. Don't worry, you're safe now. I think. What the hell? Do you practice Do you practice judo or something? I just picked it up naturally over time. It's not the first time I've dealt with people like you. The boss helped his henchman off the ground and went on his way. I was met by gas, surprise, and applause from the people around us. Oh, they just left like that? They didn't put up a fight? Oh well. What can you do in public anyways? I'm surprised you're really... I'm surprised you really are very strong. This isn't my final form. I'm just kidding. It probably is. I guess so. Anyway, I'm sorry. What? Those guys are, well... No, Masae-san. You have no need to apologize. I'm afraid I've had a run-in with them before, too. Really? They attempted to abduct me for ransom. It was quite a shock. I had no idea what to say to that. On that subject, do you think the police will come? Well, they better. I hope so, because, I mean, who wouldn't? Rosalind looked out toward the street. I saw the waiter on the phone with them, but I'll probably be a while before they arrive. Yeah, watch it be like midnight. There doesn't seem to be any damage to the restaurant itself. I looked around at the tables on the floor. None of the dishes were broken. It had been upsetting for the customers, or it had just been upsetting for the customers. Why don't we take our leave before we have to deal with them then? She gave me a mischievous smile, which made me happy for reasons I could not explain, and all I could do in return was nod. Okay. Then let me take care of the bill. I'll apologize to the manager myself, Masaya-san. Please wait outside. I'm just like, okay. I knew why it made me so happy. Because she wanted me to stay. Because I knew we wouldn't be parting ways yet. Heck yeah. But where are we going to go? Oh, that's right. I haven't heard her story yet. I stood in front of the restaurant thinking it over, when I was suddenly assaulted by the feeling I was forgetting something important. Huh? Wait a minute. I felt a violent unease creeping over me, but what reason did I have to be unhappy? The goons were gone. Rise seemed to want to be my friend. I had won a lottery ticket, so money... The lottery ticket! I let out a sudden cry and my hand searched my clothing. I checked my pockets, but it's gone. Gone. Gone! I couldn't find it anywhere. Wait a minute, calm down. You had it when you arrived at the restaurant. I lost it sometime after that. That's right, when I sent that guy flying. I marched back into the restaurant and searched every corner, but I didn't find it. You can't be serious. My whole body went limp. I was afraid I might even lose bladder control. The thing that was going to ensure my rosy future. It had been slipped through my fingers. Or it all slipped. Oh, no, come on. But I did it to save Rise. I guess it was worth it. I wasn't just making excuses. I really meant it. Even so, the shock was so great that I couldn't do anything but stare. Kitty! For a moment, my mind boiled. Ah! Ah! What's wrong? The kitty always has my back. Watch the kitty be like, watch us like play as the kitty in the next game. Hey you, that's not food. I leaped across the ground. My fingers got within 5 centimeters before the cat twisted its body away and fell flat on the ground. Come on, kitty, I'm gonna beat you up. Give me my lottery ticket. With not a trace of gratitude for the sausage I gave him, he arched his back firstly, then ran off. He was carrying my lottery ticket. Wait! My cry rang out fruitlessly into the night. Excuse me, what is the matter? Really? I'm just like, I slumped down on the ground, unable to move my muscle. Oh, look, the police car is coming. We should really leave. Right. I dragged myself to my feet and started before brushing off the dust on my clothing. You really are an interesting person, Masaya. Oh my god. I explained to her everything about my debt. I didn't intend to tell her at first, but it seemed the goons had mentioned it, so I thought I'd better give her the full story. I was going to use that to pay off my debt, but now, I guess there's no easy answers in this world. Yeah, that really sucks. I'm so sorry. Huh? The reason I was so angry was because I struck him. I was responsible for the incident. You don't have anything to be No, Rise. It isn't your... I have destroyed your entire future. I don't know how to make it up to you. It's not your fault, Rise. It's because I got so angry I should have just let it go. But when I saw that he was trying to hurt you, it just made me lose my temper, and so... How is your face? It's fine. The pain was almost gone. I had completely forgotten until she reminded me. Oh, thank you. But she produced a handkerchief from her handbag and pressed it on my nose. It's still bleeding a little. It's okay, I don't want to get it dirty. No. Hold still for a moment, Masaya-san. She grabbed my wrist, so I stopped trying to move. At this range, I could feel her breath on me. For some reason, it made me tense up. Okay. But that was pretty brave of you, Rise. You really slapped him? No, it really wasn't. I just couldn't take it any longer. Did they do something to you? Oh, no, it's nothing like that. It's just, how much was that lottery ticket worth? Huh, I think it was 100 million yen. I'll speak to my grandmother. She may have that much. No, it's fine, really. Rai-san fixed her expression in a frown and as she continued to wipe my face. There, it's all clean. Thank you. Thanks. We started walking again. We didn't discuss where we were going. It just felt like we were taking a walk around the neighborhood. So, I guess this is what she meant by wandering. I realized we had been talking about me all this. We had been talking about me all this time. Rai-san still hadn't said what she was going to say. Masaya-san, what are you gonna do about your life, your school? I don't know. I don't have a home. I can't go to school. I guess I'll probably end up going to live with my mom. Live with your mother? Well, my parents divorced a long time ago. Then she started up a new family somewhere else. It seems a little rude for me just to drop in on her. Well then, if I may... Yeah? Her tone was strangely earnest. I tilted my head curiously. It seems as though your daily life plans are a bit of a blank slate, beginning tomorrow. That's true. My daily life plans... It was true. I was thinking, perhaps, if you wouldn't mind, what I'm trying to say is... Spit it out. Her gaze became more determined as she stared into my eyes. I can guarantee you room and board. Huh? I met her gaze. I had no idea what she was talking about. Does she want me to move in with her? No way. For some reason, that delusion got me more excited than the practical concern of having a room and board. Masaya-san. Yes? She took in a deep breath and then released it, then spoke. Would you consider enrolling at Vincenti's? Huh? Huh? Are you kidding me? That was just the intro to the game? Wow. Here we go. Yeah. Would you like to attend a school for girls? The spring breeze melts in the marble sky within your eyes. Crap. Wow, I need to speak. Rise. That's Rise. Who's that? It's a strange feeling like I'm bouncing. Belle had been searching for you. Riksuka. I don't know who that is. I kept myself pretending not to notice. Strange person? Really? Akaya something. I don't know who that is. She reminds me of mate. Who's that? I'm just gonna sing the music. I'll give you a smile through the magic of course. Forever. Okay, bells ring, ding, dong, dong, ding. There's a brand new future with the magic of courage. What? Ding dong ding should reach you. I will come flying, unhung straight at you. Glistening season. I swear, this could so be an anime. I could totally see it being an anime. Like, for realsies. Princess Evangile, like, seriously, I could seriously see this becoming like an anime, rather than just a visual novel. But you never know. So far, it's pretty good. What? Okay, never mind. Okay, what to say? That can't be the end. It's like, buy the full game here. I'm like, I paid $30 for Chapter 0? Well, welcome to the Vincenti's. Okay, so my original plot of the story was thinking I was going to use that lottery ticket to attend this school, but I guess not. Okay, so today is April the 4th? No, it's April the 12th. Okay, so I'm a little bit behind. That's okay, though. Can't sleep. I was wide awake as the dawn drew near. There was no comparing the bed I was in to the worn-out mattresses from my cheap old apartment. Even so, I couldn't sleep a wink. I still can hardly believe it, though. I had been living in this room for several days now, but I still felt like I was living in a dream. I was in a dorm at Vince's Private Girls Academy, the Thousand Leaves Dormitory. It was a complete woman's paradise, with the teachers and the staff all female. Wow, I'm the only guy. I struck out like a sore thumb. You could always get a weave. Or a wig. Why had they let me stay here then? There's there was a reason for that, of course. Without even thinking about it, the events of that night came flooding back to me. The night we met. Rai-san's words.
運命的なランデブーよね。
It's like a disdained red Judas vice. Her smile as she said them. Huh? Oh, we're gonna get some clips? Oh.
何から説明したらい
Okay,
いのかしら
okay, so this is back to the first night we met. I would like to, we look at her schedule and we found out that the last bus had left much earlier, so we began walking instead. Okay, so we're on the highway, we're heading back there. We were heading towards Princess Girls Academy. It was a 30-minute trip by bus, so it was no easy walk. It was in the mountains, so the trek was mostly uphill. Even so, I was filled with such a curious sense of exhilaration. The task didn't feel tiring at all. It became colder as the night passed on, but even that was strangely pleasant in its ways.
あ、そういえば歩き詰めで大丈夫かしら。
Are
夕べから
you really
ずっと外に
are
い
you
る
really
でしょ。
serious? You want to walk the whole way? You've been outdoors since last night, after all. I'm fine. Are you okay, Rin-san? I'm fine. Of course, there is something quite enjoyable about walking the roads alone like this. Oh, yeah. The smile was dazzling. I couldn't take my eyes off of her. Walking side by side with her like this couldn't shake the thought that fate had played a role in our meeting.
そうね。まずは私の目的からお話しするわ。
I suppose I should tell you my purpose in all this.
私
The
が夜
reason
な夜な
I
外を徘
wandered
徊していた理
night
由。
after night is because I've been searching for the right type of man.
見つけるためだったの。
Wait, what? Right type of man? I'm sorry, what?
マサヤ
A
さん
man
の
like you,
ような
Masaya-san. Okay. I don't know what to say. But of course, I had no idea how I should go about
どこで
finding
どうやって
such a
見つければ
man.
いいか分かったものではないでしょ。
I'm confused. What do you mean by finding a man?
それであてもなく歩き
So
回
I
っていたん
simply
だ
walked
けど、
aimlessly,
そんなの
as you might
効率が悪
suppose.
い
It
に
was
決まっている
very
よね。
inefficient.
しかも
The
条件は
requirements
極
were
めて
extremely
厳しいわ。
strict as well. He must have the right character,
今年から入学できる人でなければいけ
and
ない
he
で
must
す
be
もの。
able to enter a new school beginning this year. Well, I'm an open book.
正直言って
If I may be honest, I was unconvinced that I would be able to find such a man
そんな人がそうそういるとは思わな
myself.
かった。
I'm so confused what you mean by find the man. And this time I'd almost given up hope. I had even Guardian
今日なんかガルディエンヌにも言われ
chasing me
て
as
しまう
well.
し。
I even had the Guardian chasing me as well. The Guardian.
さっ
That
き
group
の4人
before
組の
them,
方、
they're actually our school security.
実は学校の守衛さんなの
Oh,
よ。
so they know you. Oh. That explained why they spoke so politely right up until they thought I was a pervert. But why was school security after you? Because I'm a delinquent. What I mean is, I broke the rules by leaving the school grounds. Even though the school used to allow it before spring vacation began, the school did. But that was only supposed to last through the third term, so at the moment it's technically against the rules.
だから今は校則違反ということ。最初はバレなかったんで
At
すけ
first they
ど
didn't
ね。
catch me, of course. Today was the
どん
first
どん見つか
time.
ってしまって、
That's how we ended up
それ
the
で
way
あ
you
のシーンを
saw.
演じていたというわけ。
I am tired. If I had taken the bus, they would have caught me. I ended up running a marathon. A marathon? You ran all the way from school to the station? That's amazing.
私も必死だったか
I
ら。
was desperate. After all, if they caught me, I would have to stop and then my entire plan would be put to a halt.
計画はそこで頓挫する。
I
私は
didn't want to give up.
諦めたく
At
なかっ
least
たの。
not
とに
doing
かく
everything I could.
最後の最後までは。
The school approved at first. The school approved at first, which means your plan had some connection to the school, right? She nodded. So, what is your plan? Reforming the school. Oh, reforming the school?
バンセンヌが女子校ということはマサヤさんもご存知ね。
As you know,
共学にするという話
Vincennes
が
is
持
a
ち上が
girls'
っている
school.
の。
But lately there has been a talking making it co-educational. There we go. Co-educational. I was shocked. That was a huge change, even for a normal school. and Vincent's was a school with such a long history. The reason why is because we're losing students. If we allow boys to join, simply Artemis suggestions that our numbers would double. That's true. My grandmother is the board chairwoman, so I know firsthand the high costs of running the school. To put it plainly, we have financial problems. Oh. Financial problems? Well, the threshold does seem high. Threshold? There's a high entrance fee, right? That limits you to people who can afford to go. Yes, that appears to be the reason. We rebuilt the main school building, which hurt us financially, at least. It has become clear that we cannot continue doing things as we have done. But despite all this, we still resist change. This must be attributed to the pride we feel to bring part of a traditional school. Yeah, I can imagine. The board of directors has been in chaos. Naturally, if they all feel an emotional attachment to pursuing Vincianist traditions. But the reality cannot be ignored. If Vincians were to disappear entirely in the future, that would be the worst situation possible. School reform is our only alternative. The traditionals oppose it, but there are many who are willing to follow our course. Reality demands. After 7 years of debate, the chairwoman finally made a decision, or several, to return the schools to the founding principle. At the meeting, the chairwoman said, the board has been debating this for several years. It is clear that we cannot come to a decision ourselves. As such a proposal that we leave the question for our students to decide. Leave it to the students? The founding spirit of Vincius, independence. Oh yeah, the founding spirit of Vincius. Independence, autonomy, and self-respect. In other words, make decisions yourselves. It was originally founded by a mission, so it had a bit of that frontier spirit guiding it. Oops. Can I mute voices? No, I can't. A mission, you mean like special ops? Call of Duty 3 confirmed! Call of Duty Black Ops 3 confirmed. No, special ops, no, I mean a religious mission. Vincius is a Christian school. Oh, cool. That's good to know. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, yeah, I do know Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is confirmed. I was just joking around in case you guys might say, oh, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 has been confirmed. Oh. Of course, it's distanced itself from the mission now. But even so, the chairwoman's decision was approved, and a certain plan was devised. It's one thing to follow the student's founding principle, but to spring the question of integration on students now would only confuse them. Yeah, I guess that's true. Many of the students who have been with us since primary course have never met a man besides their father's brother. Their father's brother. Oh, that's amazing. They have never seen a man before. Boyfriends would be totally out of the question. They couldn't make an informed decision, so the board decided to begin a trial integration for a short time and on a small scale. I see. I was starting to get the picture, but once that was agreed upon, the headmistress, who was firmly opposed to the idea, decided to water down the plan substantially. She watered it down. Normally the school would recruit through formal application, but they won't be doing that for this. If there is no formal application, how could boys get in? I was going to find them. Ah, so you were like a scout, Rise. So that's what you meant by the right type of man. Okay, that makes sense. Yes, and I wore my uniform so that I could communicate my intentions more quickly than those who spoke. But the headmistress was so cruel. What do you think she said to me? If you're going to leave that much to the students, let them find the boys as well. It was too much. But she forced the issue, so there was no fighting it. While the others hesitated, I raised my hand straight up. Because I was on the side for reform. Rise, you want the school to integrate? Yes. I love Instance. That's why I want to make sure it is still here after I guarantee. Or graduate. Why did I say guarantee? I see. There is an old saying, eagles don't catch flies. That's true. I was certainly a noble sentiment, but to adhere to that even continued decline was a different matter entirely. A painful reform, but a slow death. Rise had chose the former. I can see the school gate from here. Oh, we made it. Ah, finally. Since we had been talking the whole way, the long trip seemed to pass no time. Oh, I'm at the 30-minute mark, so... as I said, your time here will be limited. Of course, if integration is approved, you'll be able to remain until graduation. But... Is that acceptable to you? By limited, how long do you mean? Oh, well, 1 year. And at the end of the year, we'll conduct that grand vote. A popular vote that will determine your fate. Okay, so, from here on out, this will be decision making. So that's where I get it. Grand vote. Oh, 1 year? It really was short. I still had 2 years of school before graduation. But that was only if the school voted against integration. There was still hope. But more importantly, if I refused, I would say goodbye to Rise now. I would leave Testagira behind and go live with my mother and probably never see her again. I couldn't stand that thought. I wasn't going to let it end here. Overwhelmed by that feeling, I nodded. Okay, I accept those terms. Do you really? Yeah, it's still better than my current situation. I wasn't even exaggerating. Thank you. I'm truly glad to hear that. She placed a hand on her chest and let out a deep sigh. Then she looked up at me, eyes appeared dewy in the moonlight. I couldn't believe that my decision had made someone this happy. Is she crying? That realization sent a new surge of happiness welling up inside of me. I wonder why. I suppose because you saved me, but from the first moment I saw you, I thought, he must be the one. I guess I am the one. I really am. So glad. Oh, this flashback. Yes? Oh, I decided not to mention my vague feeling of deja vu and instead brought up another subject. Are you sure you won't mind but are you sure you won't get any trouble from the goons? I don't think those guys are gonna give up until they get what I owe them. Well, it should be fine. Vinces has excellent security. It's an all-girls school, after all. Oh, that's fine. In addition, you have the Guardian on your side. They're quite reliable. I'm sure they'll have no trouble but that two-man gang. Or they'll have no trouble against that two-man gang. I see. Glad to hear that. Well, let's go. After all, the Guardian chased me. I never dreamed that I would return feeling so triumphant. Alright. We arrived at the gate, a different Guardian appeared. Rai's son explained the situation, and they let us pass without issue. And I'm quick saving there, guys, because that is all the time I have for today. Now, it was really fun playing this part. It's good to know that I'm probably gonna have to make some decisions in this because, I mean, it will decide my fate. But for right now, I guess we're just entering the school. So, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait to see what's in the next part, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying the series along with me. So, until next time, this is DJ signing off.